Hey paisanos, it's that time again for Metroid streams. Compunik is not available today, but still has the guns trained on me from off camera, so I'm still being forced to play Metroid. So, but it's because Compunik's not available, we are going to be doing the backtracking that we need to do for getting the best ending in Metroid 2 Return of Samus. Go ahead and get this going. Okay. So, I've done a little bit of research. Mostly just, kind of... I've got a map pulled up, and, I've done a little bit of extrapolating things for, like, what kind of route I should take, what sort of time I should be looking at for various checkpoints. So, this is probably going to involve a lot of, resetting, a lot of, you know, trial and error, go through and try to get it, and if I screw up, then I quit and reset and load back up, and so, not sure if I'm gonna get it on this, this first stream. The goal is 3 hours. I believe last time we cleared it in, like, 3 hours and 45 minutes or so. So, and there were definitely a couple of, key points where I took a lot of extra time. Running back to load up newer missiles and such, running back for some other, like, things that I missed, just kind of looping around where the final boss was a couple of times. So, I don't see this being exceptionally difficult. I mostly just need to do a mostly clean run of this game, see how it goes. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get the Super Game Boy colors set up, but my emulator does not seem to be cooperating with that, so we are still on the classic Game Boy grayscale for this. Maybe before next time, if we end up needing to do another stream of this, I'll do some poking around between times and see if I can get that working. And hello, Lore Solver. Welcome to the stream. And let's get started here. So, first things first, we are going to get into this planet. We've got a pretty straight path along the way. I believe that, yeah, if I morph ball through, that is faster. So, yep. Now, I didn't go and, like, look through and memorize all the secret shortcuts. I'm aware that there's a couple here and there, but for the most part, I'm just going to be giving this a shot and not going, like, too crazy. This is not, like, a severe, serious speedrun thing, so... will I be going back to 100% Super Metroid before you do the speedrun for that game? I might try to combine the speedrun and the 100% for that. We'll see how that goes. Like, I think I'll do... I will make an attempt to do a 100% run that gets the best ending for Super Metroid, and if that fails, if I fail to get the best ending while getting the 100%, then I'll do an additional run for the speedrun best ending, without bothering for 100%. That is going to be my plan there. Okay. First Metroid. Okay. And, there was a couple of things here for reloading I can grab real quick. Yeah, like, I know I can be going a lot faster through here if I do Morph ball rolling through, like, all of the sections, but again, I don't need to be that fast. I just need to be reasonably fast. Yep. Okay. I do, in fact, need to go up. Okay. Yep. Up. Yep. Yep. That, and that, and then that, and that, and a do, and a do. This is, some of these areas are excessively long and repetitive. But, it's fine. Okay. Alright, it's press start to save. And I'm going to real quick reset. And, okay, I don't actually get to look at my... no, that's not what I want. Okay, I don't get to, like, look at what my time is. That's a little unfortunate. So, you know what, then? I'm going to have over on the side here a stopwatch running, just so I know what kind of time I'm looking at, like how long things are taking, because otherwise the game is not going to be telling me how much time I'm taking until I get to the very end, it seems. It's a little bothersome. Ow. Ow. Okay, I do need to be careful to not die. This was a very difficult game with a lot of pain all over the place. So... Yep. Okay. Crap. Okay, okay. Ow. Crap. Okay. Okay. This, because I'm a little bit dying. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So. Let's come up. Yep. 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 Here. Okay. Probably be rushing a little bit less, but... Come in here. Yeah. This save. Okay, that is very good time. All considered. All the way down here. Door. We have the morph ball bombs. There are missiles grab here. And I go back up. It's over this way. Do. Okay. Attacking here. Yeah. E-tank. Alright. Down here. Get some missiles. Yep. I think I'll leave that missile pickup because I'm definitely not doing 100% on this one. Yep, ow. And we do know that the final boss's health scales to how many missiles you've collected. Right, just go across here. Yep. Here. Right, I have bombs. That's the only way that I can get up this current. Yep. Drop down here. No, that was a way back to where those missile pickups were. Was there? Oh, where was the way? Oh, okay, this was the way. Spider ball. Alright. Casual up and round. There's things that I could be doing to go faster, certainly, but I am fine with just... here. Out. And I'm coming up there with Spider Ball. The next Metroid. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there are definitely certain sections of the game where that kind of degree of mistakes would be something that I can't accept and would need to reset for. But this is fine. I'm a little bit down on health, but I'm mostly alright. A little bit down on health, a little bit down on missiles. We've got a couple of missile pickups here. Some here in there. Okay. Come across here. Gotta bomb my way like that. Cross. Ow. Ow. You get so few iframes in this game. Just really want to follow you all the way. Down here. Yes, it was over here. Okay. Taking damage is fine because I believe there is somewhere on this screen, according to my map here, there was a health refill. Might be hidden somewhere. There. Power thing. I'm not sure. There are several Metroids to fight in these ways. I think I'm mostly going to just try to gather health from enemies along the way. There we go. Come on. Jesus. Stupid. Their AI is exactly tuned to move in the most annoying possible ways. Always hovering just slightly above your standing shot height and moving around just away. Alright. Nope, nope. Ow. There's, Ow, ow! Okay. Just go up here. Okay. Dang it! Took a moment to look after my clock. Fell in a death pit. Probably about to die here. Yep. Okay. Alright. What was I? Way back there. Alright, so this was before I grabbed, like, anything. Okay. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of resetting things because I died, or, you know, screwed things up one way or another. Like, I think getting through with, in the time is going to be less of a problem than simply beating the game again, because I'm going to be rushing and trying to get through as quickly as possible and getting myself killed repeatedly. So... going to do, actually, is this other route instead, where I grab the spider ball first. Because that's kind of the natural way that the game is set up, I think. It's like there's a little path that you would go back through with the spider ball. Somewhere around here. There's just like a secret path that leads to where those 3 missile pickups are. Further down here? Yeah. Why is this painful? I thought it was like the spiky parts there that hurt, but that ground was painful apparently. Is it over here or something? I don't know. Like, supposedly there is some kind of secret path that leads from here to that screen with the 3 missile pickups, but maybe I just skip those 3 missile pickups entirely. Just move on. Here. Okay. Alright. Here and go up. There's 2 missile pickups to grab here. This passes us through. And we'll take a quick stop in here to save that amount of progress. And I can come back here. And should we go? Okay, those over there. I do not know if pausing the game actually pauses the timer. I guess we will find out at the end. But again, the actual time I'm less concerned with than simply beating the game again. While in a rushing through as quickly as possible mind state. as long as I am in the state of mind of I am rushing and getting through this as quickly as possible, then I will be able to clear it within the time during whatever run I manage to do that without dying. Okay, 3 Metroids along these various paths. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Side here. Okay. I go back up and across. Let's make my way up. Yoink. Across to the right here. These guys. Out. Almost fell on there. That would have been unfortunate. Try just over here. Okay. Now, back. That. Here. Alright. Okay. And yeah, somewhere on this screen there's a health restore thing, but how many Mario plushies do I have? Of just Mario, I've only got the one. I've got a couple of plushies of various different Mario critters and enemies and stuff. I used to have more. I think my brother has the plushies that we grew up with. I definitely would like to get more plush, but finances are currently pretty limited. here, go down. Down somewhere around here. Straight down here. Ow. Ow! Ow! Ha ha! The complete lack of iframes. And the way that the enemies knock you just really throws me off hard here. Ow! 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 Alright. Sort of. Yeah. Here. Ah. To go up, or no, I can ignore. So I'm gonna ignore those missiles up there. So, save here. Cross these. Ow! Ah! Jesus! This game. Okay. I had no time to react to that. It was just there and already firing. And it fires at the exact rate that you fall at, such that you will repeatedly fall on the laser every time, unless you move out of the way. God damn. Well... down here... Metroid coming up. Okay, good, good. Right, this was like... There we go. Very astute. Alright. No real dangers along most of this path, so... there were missiles somewhere around here. Somewhere tall. There we go. Just a little. Okay. Nope, I just need to run all the way back to it. Okay. Back around and up. Okay. That's how you're going to get it there. Okay. Alright. A little bit of health back. Back up here. Get up here. Sneak carefully past these things here. There, sleep there. Okay, okay. Yeah. So no, this was not quite where I wanted to be, but it's fine. I can be here anyway. Over here was this all down here, and Okay, so I could go left for the wave beam, and I think I'm going to. I'm going to take a detour off here. Ow. Damn it. This is the problem with me doing this alone, is that I'm taking the time to look over at my map, and I'm not looking at the screen where there's things that will murder me. Souls. Here. I could go further in for more missiles, but that's all that's there, so that's not worth bothering with. At this point, I want to get this. Okay. So that's one trick that I learned looking at a couple of things, that you can spider ball like in the air and stick to a surface while you're falling. Hello, Anjin2499. Welcome to the stream. Here. Somewhere in here was an E-tank. Up here, okay. E-tank and some more missiles. These. And now I get the hell out of here. Okay. Here. This. Let's just spider up this wall. So there's something else that I want to get over there. Might be a little faster to get up here just jumping rather than spidering, but I'd rather take the safe route. Yeah, I need to go up. Yeah, I do believe that is correct for Omega Metroids. They were 25, 30, something along those lines, some ridiculously large number. And, yeah, towards the end, that's also assuming that I hit with all of the missiles I fire, which, might eventually happen. I might eventually, I probably will need to actually get good enough to be doing that and not wasting missiles as I'm getting through there, but that was so that comes back. There. To I don't think I strictly need the spring ball, but I'm going to get it just in case. was definitely a good idea. Forget exactly how this guy works. Yeah, I need to goad him into jumping on my bombs afterwards. Okay. There's that. And I want to get back out of here, cross to the left. There's a Metroid up top. That's a little bit of a problem. Well, I got out. That's fine. Everything's fine. To head up here. No, that's not where I need to head. I need to go in here and then go up. So, slightly less spiky path. Slightly here. Ah. Frick. Dang it! Ah. And of course you get off screen and will include both the handheld and console versions of Olympic Games? Yes, because I know they are different. They are very different, if I'm remembering my research correctly. Here, missiles, and then not bomb through there. Was there not another? Out of here? Okay. And just sort of bomb my way out here. Okay. Slide along the ceiling. Get Metroid that was up here. Alright, nice and easy. And there is an energy restore over there, but I'm almost at full energy, so I don't need to worry about that. So, I can drop it down here. Okay, so yeah, I go in the left here, I head down, and there's a whole bunch of Metroids, and then I'll head back up to those save points on the way to the next zone. Right here, okay. Alright, continuing this way. did kind of see a interesting method at one point for dealing with these guys, which just kind of involves hiding under a lip so that they have to come down at you, or getting them stuck under something. Oops. Crap. Get maps. Come across here. Going to be another Metroid over here. I'm a little concerned about my missile count for clearing out the 2 other Metroids here. Gotta make sure I'm not wasting, like, any. Do I have a DSI? I'm not actually 100% certain what, that would be. Like, I have, a DS that I can, do video out with. But, I'm not offhand certain yet, what the, like, DSI stuff was, requiring. There was, oh, the gen pass there. Damn. Oh. Oh, was it like a DS with a camera or something? Like, this is genuinely something that I do not know, like, what it is. Yep. Here. Alright, so yeah, I'm going back across and hitting those saves. Yep. Out. Okay, okay. Get myself beat up a bit. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. I believe our total time now is about 40 minutes. Across here. Yeah, the DSI and stuff like that, that's something I'm definitely going to have to do more research into to make sure that I have everything I need for it. But, because that's definitely something that, like, I completely missed all of that at the time that it was coming out. Like, that was the time when I was, like, a little bit into college. This was, what, 05, 06, what we're talking about? Because I know the actual DS was 04. And 04 is the year that I actually started college. And I kind of fell out of paying attention to a lot of, like, mobile, portable console stuff at the time. And yeah, I am definitely going to be relying on archived emulating anything that's was digital storefronts only that is no longer available, because there's an amount of that now that is effectively lost inaccessible media that can only be accessed through less than legal means, let's say. Sure I'm going the right. I am not going the right way at all. I'm going to reset and reload from that save point, because I started going very much the wrong way. 2008, 2010. Okay, that is definitely a period where I was very much not paying attention to a lot of active games releases and such. That was an extraordinarily rough period of my life. But I was mostly playing older games and a couple of online games around then, and mostly just focusing on getting through day to day. Down here. Mountain. Okay, so I want to go right. So yeah, this was like going down, ooh, weird twisty path, up. All the way up here. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Across here. And here, and this was tall room, and I want to go down to the bottom here because there was the missile refill, and I was down to like 18 missiles. And that's just not going to work. Over here is where we'll get the space jump. Yep, there we go, space jump. Yeah, I know that I have all of the DSi games on my my list, but I thought that the DSi, I didn't think that was like a specific piece of hardware. I thought that was just like the digital storefront that you could access with the DS that I never really looked into. But if that is a specific unique piece of console hardware that you need to actually, like, crap. Okay. Right? Alright. This. So that might be something that I end up, like, needing to emulate or something. If I can manage that. I'll see. Yeah. Yep, that. Okay. Tank. Yeah, I should grab more missiles. Yeah, I bet that there are, like 3DS, mods and hacks that will allow it to load up and do DSi games, since that does have the camera as well. And if that's the case, that might be what I do. That was painful, but it worked. And yeah, okay, so I get out of here. Okay. And I think somewhere along, yeah, along the ceiling there is a health regen that I can try to grab. Force my way into it there. Alright, and then, yeah, it's down here I go next. Somewhere down here. Yep, there we go. On the one spot that you aren't able to break. Okay. Again. Down. Just kind of drop past all of this. No, because that was the spacer over there. I don't want that. Okay, you can jump after taking damage. That's interesting. And right, this was a spot where you, like, weirdly fall through everything. to get that Metroid to actually come down here or something. This is working very well. Okay. Yeah, I could see that, that jump trick being, extremely, like, constantly used in a speedrun. Just, like, don't bother with, like, the space jump or anything, just, like, okay, I can hide down here, it seems. Yeah. It doesn't quite work perfectly, but... Alright. That was good enough. And... I could stop for the plasma beam over here. I do not actually remember if how the plasma beam compared to the wave beam. I'm just gonna go for it. And, hope I don't regret it. Okay, right, this was the straight shot, but it was very powerful. Okay. And it still goes through walls. Okay, so I think this is, aside from the aim issue, mostly an upgrade. Yep. Come on. Okay. Like that. Here. Over here. Yeah, like, I could definitely see, just kind of ram yourself into spikes there to quickly jump your way up that, hole. Not something that I'm ever going to use, because, simply surviving the game is going to be hard enough for me. Metroid over here. And there's an E-tank just past. All DSi wares were officially released on the 3DS eShop. Okay. Then, yeah, that's probably how I'm gonna do it. I am going to, definitely legally obtain the data for, these games from the shop that is no longer available. Definitely legally. Just like how I'm definitely legally playing this game. There's no problems whatsoever. Oh. I didn't need to bomb my way in there. Just at this point. Okay. Yep. Get away from all this horrible crap. Okay. Here. Alright. Damn it. Okay. Just going all the way back up here. Yeah, that is a very useful, trick there. Oops. Since there, it was like right here. Top off the help. Do I not touch the health restore there if I'm taking damage? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's the one problem with plasma, is that it doesn't go through the shield on those guys. No, this was where I got the space jump. This is not where I wanted. I wanted to go down the next hole, which is where the missile charge was. Out. Yeah. Grab that. Then come back up here. Up. 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 Okay. So here. To take the first right here to lead to another save. Yep. I mean, emulating Mario Calculator is by no means going to be the weirdest thing that I have emulated for this series. I did do the Japanese edition of Windows 95 so that I could get, what was it? Super Mario Collection Screensaver. That was a bit of a trip. Back out and down right. Here. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it! Okay. I'm definitely taking too much damage with these fights, but... at the moment, it is still working. Let's see. Oh, up. Sorry. Further up. God. These things are terrible. The worst possible heights. Here, and is that not where I wanted to go? Okay. there's another one. Last there. Right, I need to, like, go down through here or something. Yeah. Without it being up there. Not really. Yeah. Alright. Not great, but it worked. Okay. Hold that, come back. Nope. Down here. And... yes, I did. Okay. Right here. Need to come here. Nope. They like to troll you sometimes with areas that look like they're going to be the same tile, but then they're not. And then going all the way down this shaft. Out, out. Here. And at the bottom here is a Metroid and then a health restore. I need to actually make sure it's following me. Out. Okay. Okay. Here, and then up again and over here, and then another Metroid. Okay, it will come down here. But I can just sorta cheese it this way. Okay, that worked really well. Next, I shortcut out following this way. Let's go up. Yep. I am very low on missiles. That might be a problem. Yeah, I think I am going to take a detour to restock my missiles. Here. This was the one where I needed to go down to get across. Okay. No, this is not the right way to get to those missiles. Okay. Reading the map wrong. Here, I want to go all the way up. See it there. Here. Up. Almost here again. These bubbles. Just really need to pause and let them come up. And then I drop down here, and we have... Nope. Misses. Okay. That's worth the slight detour to make sure I don't run out of missiles in the next segment. There we go. I drop down to almost the bottom, going left, cross, nope, not down yet, there, and here, up, nope, this way. There's just one Metroid off to the side here that I need to take out. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely noticed a weird lull in notable releases for the early half of the 2020s. Like, or rather, notable releases of the Mario series. Like, most of the things on my list for this decade so far are Lego sets, because there's technically a game, a video game aspect to those. Sort of, kind of, and I've been collecting those, but a little bit unfortunate to not be getting much in the way of, like, terribly interesting stuff. It's mostly remakes, even, like, the things that are coming out. But as far as the series goes, it does mean that once we get to this point, things are gonna really go by quickly. Our years per year are gonna really pick up around then. Let's head under here. Yeah, using ceilings seems to be the way to handle these guys without dying horribly all the time. Okay, and then I just sort of come all the way back through. I have to go this whole way to get one Metroid. Now, and then it really triggers. Now. All the way over here. Just, damn it. Okay. It's just a lot of these guys. All over the place. Up and over here. Be able to go down this way. Got not looking correct. Okay. There. I do not remember this room at all. These little weird things. Probably because this is how I got through it. Alright, somewhere around here is a Metroid. Try to lure it away from the acid a little bit. And just go all out with missiles because there's a missile recharge right over there. That went incredibly well. And then just down here, somewhere over to the left will be a path. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Mario XCOM. I do actually, I have actually played that game a little bit already. I did pick that up when I got my Switch. Because that was just too interesting. That game was like the reason that I got a Switch, actually. That was the thing that actually enticed me into buying the Switch, finally, after holding off for a bit, a couple of years. Oh, this one is just a baby. Well, baby as far as the evolved Metroids go. Now I'm just going back, yeah, because it shakes again, and then I go to the other spot. Yep. Here. Back around. See what? Nope. Nope. Here. Sure. Yeah. Two. Up. Here. Nope. 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 Up. Here. Out. No, this is not... I went too far. I went too far. Okay. Now I know where I am. Here. And left here. Up. Yeah, this way. Okay, okay. Got myself a little bit lost there, but it's fine. I am doing really good on time, I think. Down here. It's the new area that... Yeah, down here and then further down. Because over to the left down here was the spot that I went through. Further down here is newly accessible. Ow. Ow. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Yep. Yep. Dang it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Things that I randomly need to missile. So that's here. So I come up here. Now, pay attention to the game rather than looking at the map. There's a Metroid over here. Will be soon. So just in here should be a Metroid. Okay, nice and easy. Down here somewhere is a missile pickup. Like that. Okay, so at the top of the world here, there is a health fill, as well as there being just some missiles over here. This Metroid is a health refill, so let's just go. Damn it! Okay. Stick to the right so I can get my ground before he comes out. Okay. Grab that health refill, which was somewhere along here. Yeah. Then I drop down a little bit and off to the side there for our first Omega Metroid. Past all of these spikes. This ridiculous spiked corridor that I can just be awesome the whole way through. Ow. Okay. This will be the first Omega Metroid, and it is in an area full of this awful sand. That went exceedingly well. Like, felt awful, but it went exceedingly well. Alright, so let's out. Back across here. Yep. want to make sure I get space jump in. Ow. Okay, good enough. Good enough. I might head back up and top off my health before I move on. Okay. Here. Back out. And can I just spider across the ceiling over there? Okay. This guy. Okay. So refill. Good. Ow. So on the left along here, there is going to be somewhere where there is a Metroid and a screw attack. So it's over there. Okay. So get a bit higher up. Connect. Spider ball to cling on there. Alright. Bit of that. And in here. Okay. So, got Omega Metroid here. I'm going to hide over here, I think, is kind of because using the ceiling against it. Yeah, definitely using the ceiling against them is the way to go. That went so well. Oh my god. Okay. That was Zeta. Okay. Yeah, I'm not Nick. I'm not the expert in the Metroid series. I'm just the one playing things. Just like up here, probably. Yeah, there we go. And down here. Across. And screw attack. Yeah, my own memory is so full of, very specific weird Mario stuff. That, like, especially the variations of Metroids that, as far as I'm aware, only appear in this game. Didn't really, damn it, stick. Well, this is a good opportunity to refill those missiles again. Alright, so now I want to go all the way up. And now I've got the screw attack, so I can just sort of plow through. Damn it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Come on, where's it? Oh, okay. You know what? Spider ball. Nice. Casual. Spider ball. And over here. Yeah. Right, this was the... I needed to go through, like, a dark zone where I had to feel my way through stuff. It was, awful and I hated it. Well, I've made it through very quickly, and I can ignore the missiles down there. You know, I've got the E-tank is the important thing. So, I'm just going to ignore the missiles and hope I make my way through. Yep, okay, get out of there. It's fine. Everything's fine. Spider my way up across here. It was somewhere along up here where another missile and E-tank, and I have no idea off the top of my head where they will be. It's gonna be some random ass spots you gotta bomb through or something. There we go. Nope. Okay. Save it. Hey. E-tank! That was probably worthless, because I already had the 5 E-tanks, right? Because in the early games, you actually, there were more E-tanks on the field than you could actually carry. I forgot that. Well, I got missiles. That's fine. Ow. Ow. Ooh, okay. Metroid back here. Stupid sand zone. Let's lure it away. Try and see if I can get it like under there or something. Yeah, there we go. This was mostly working out. It mostly worked out. Alright. Next up. Back through here. Yep. Alright. It's fine. Going across here. And alright, on the left side of the shaft somewhere is a side path with another Metroid. And off to the right there was the secret zone with all of the different beam types. But I know that there is an ice beam right at the end, so I don't need to collect that until then, so I can just kind of keep the plasma beam for now. Alright. Here, these miserable spike hallways. Okay. Drop further down. Yep. was the next one that had the save? Yeah, okay, so here should be a save point. Alright. We are doing really well on time. We're like less than 2 hours. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, another Omega. Or Zeta, whatever the thing was. This is really not good for this. Just a big wide open area. Okay. Alright. So there's that. Ow. Ow. Back up. Through here. Save again. Yeah, drop down. Right. And then I can head up here. It's kind of a long way, but I think it's worth the detour to restock on health and missiles. I am so glad that I am good at this space jump. Alright, and I can spider along here to get up to the spot. Alright, keep away from that. To refill the health. All the way. Right. Yeah, I'm going all the way down. Ow, ow. Okay. Yeah, I believe so. What's this? Just shot across here. Almost full everything, so I don't need to worry too much about anything stopping to grab stuff. Just need to make sure I don't take hits. Don't like that. have to go right here first. Yep. This was the spot where you had to do like a weird loop around. So I could get one Metroid here. And then like you loop around and then there's another one in the same screen. There's the second one. Right, this was the really awful one. Ow, 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 Jesus. Okay. And so I did that, and then I just kind of loop back around again to go below because now the acid drains again. Yeah, I forgot that there was a worse version. The bigger one that looks like that got scrubbed from my memory because they were so awful. Which is why I thought things were going so well with the Zetas. Because I was like, I thought this was a lot harder. I was remembering the Omegas. Okay. Down here. Now, stock on pieces and such wherever I can. Going to need them. ascending. Okay. And a save point. And this is a good spot to take a break because my legs hurt and I need to stretch my legs. So I am going to close game real quick here. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs, get a drink, etc. We will be back in a couple of minutes, and we're in like nearing the end stretch of the game here. So this is I'm feeling good about it. So yeah, be right back. Right, we're back. Let's get to it. Okay. So, I guess I'll start my stopwatch here. We were at like an hour 45, an hour 50, somewhere around that, I believe. So, as long as we can finish the rest of this in less than an hour, which is going to be 4 Omega Metroids, I think, and then the boss area, 3 or 4 Omegas. But we are getting very close to the end. So let's get to it. Okay. Anyway. Yep. So this is the section that I am most likely going to need resetting of, because it is a section with the Omega Metroids that I am not going to want to spend the time to run all the way back to recover my health and missiles if I end up needing that. So if I don't kill these guys in the one run with the resources that I have, then I'm going to have to reset. If I run out of missiles or run out of health, then I'm kind of just screwed. Which might mean that I take some time. I think there are a couple of enemies along the path in the area here. Just take a quick look around the room. Now, this is just a very big open space. I don't have anywhere that I can, like, cheese them against the ceiling. Maybe, like, off in the side here, I can kind of use the ceiling to... Yeah. This might work. Because it kind of pushes them a little bit, and they'll end up in the wall slightly. Yeah, that. It certainly works better than trying to fight them in the open, getting them up against the wall somewhat. Okay. That was definitely too many missiles that I used there, but I'm going to keep going and see how it goes. Yeah, there was too many missiles, that was too much health. Damn it. And that's health that I cannot afford to be losing. But... down a little... across. And we don't go down there yet. And up here was just a save point that I'm not going to want to bother with, because even if I wanted to... Like, even if I was happy with the way that fight went, the time it takes to go out of the way for that save point is not worth it. Get that. Okay. So we've got a couple of them here. Yeah, I might end up, after fighting this Omega Metroid, I might end up spending a little bit of time in that corridor, killing enemies for more missiles and or health. Because I feel like that is going to be faster than running all the way back for the refills like I did the first time through. Okay, and it's the same room layout. There, come on. Okay. Okay, I definitely need more missiles, because I use like 50 missiles on killing them. So... Now that's how many missiles I need with all of the extra shots that I take. Just spamming and missing here and there. I might need a little more health. I guess we'll see what I can manage to find off of these guys. I don't know... Like, that's... I think the one problem is I don't know if these guys even drop missiles. So... Yeah. Damn it. Okay, so that guy does definitely drop missiles. So I'm definitely going to do a bit of grinding on just these two guys until I have at least 60 missiles, I think. I probably should do more just for safety. Come on. Any missiles. Health is okay, but I need missiles. Ow. I think 3 more missile pickups, and then I'll head out. Because I went into that fight with like 70, and I came out with like 20-something. So, if I go in with like 67, then I won't have to be too concerned. Although that room is not going to be the exact same layout because I'm going to be coming into it from the left, so I'm not 100% sure what the layout of that room is, but, well, we've got our missiles. I've got a little bit of extra health there, cool. And, you know, I just need to get through this awful one tile platforms. Classic single tile hop. Okay, here we go. Is that pain water? It is not. Okay. So let me see what exactly is off on the right side of this room. Not as good of a ceiling zone. Although... Okay! Holy shit! Alright. Okay. So I believe that is it for standard Metro... I believe that's it for Omega Metroids. I just need to go to the... Because, like, the final zone had full recharges of everything, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, it had the ice beam and it had full recharges on, like, everything. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. Just in the hole here. Let's make sure I grab all of the path things here. Up, down, down, around, up. Holes in the ground. Well. And that's one way. Huh. Completely just did not see that the first time I played. Because I just sort of space jumped over it all, and this is not the right way. Oh god, that was a lot of... That was a big loss of progress there. That's annoying. Wow. Well, I know I'm making much, much, much better time than my first time through, so I'm not... Again, I'm not that concerned about the actual time. As long as I don't, like, loop around the boss again and miss out on, like, give up on my attempt. As long as I actually just go in until I kill, then it should be fine. above everything here. Because there are random traps, just to be mean. Yeah. Up here. Okay. Save. And it's just like up here. Yeah. And then we had the 3 spots with the health fill, missile fill, and the ice beam. Rather, there was this had the health and missile fill, the middle had the ice beam, and then the left had the actual way forward. Damn it. So I need the ice beam to take out the... this is not the way to the ice beam. That's the way to go. This is the way to the ice beam. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Yes, I can. Okay. Alright. That's that. One on the next screen. There's one missile there, but I'm sure there's some amount of leeway. Alright, there's one here. Damn it. There's another one slightly up here. Just paranoid because I really don't want to get caught by them. Do not want to lose any health on the way in there. There's one more in the corridor here. Okay. Alright. There are 2 in here. Alright. That's it. Just the queen. I just need to remember how to fight this. its mouth there, I can stun it. Okay. Well. I ran out of missiles. Huh. I might need to do a second loop around. I might need to refresh my missiles after defeating the juvenile Metroids. Or I might need to figure out how to do the thing where you go inside of its mouth with the morph ball. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I'll have two of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to try to do the thing where it eats me unless I do a second run through to I might want to just do a second run through because I'm screwing up with these and getting myself my health knocked out. Why did that not? Ah. Alright. just gonna get out of here. Refill. Can we save again? Because I'm pretty sure my time is still fine. Pistols? There we go. Alright. So now let's just go there and fight. I've got maximum of everything I can have right now. As long as I don't jump into spikes, then I'll have full of all of my resources getting in there. God damn it. Damn it. Damn it! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Up. Through. Up. Up. Across. Down. Cross. So that theoretically did massive damage. On. All right. Whew. Now I just gotta get the hell out of here. With my baby. Not even on, like, a time limit for the planet to explode. It's just this nice, casual escape. with a precious baby. Please. Okay, it was the left. One. Or, no, it was over the things and go to the right or something. I really hope I'm not, like, a couple of seconds too slow because I screwed up on, walking back to my ship on the surface. Mission complete. What was my time? Moment of truth. Well, gotta wait for the staff credits roll first, but... I think I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it. Okay, my total stream time is 2 hours and 43 minutes, so I guaranteed got it, actually. Okay, yeah. Fuck. That was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Oh. Turns out I'm really good at video games. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a little torn between whether I want to ride this high and just go straight into starting on Super Metroid speedrun, or if I want to actually go and rest. I probably should actually go and rest a little. Yeah, because it's... Super Metroid was also... Was that 3 hours, or was that a different time that it needed? $5 hours for Super Metroid. According to this website, best ending is 3 hours still for Super Metroid. And yeah, there we go. 2 hours and 2 minutes. Holy crap. That is much better than I was expecting to do. Oh, god damn. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be it for today, I think. I'm going to, go out on the win. Just... Yeah. And just for the hell of it, get a screen cap. It's good. Alright, well... Thank you, everyone, for joining for this Metroid speedrun stream. We got it! We did the thing! We got the best ending! Oh, as always, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and tune in next time. Tomorrow, it's going to be probably, I'm pretty sure tomorrow is going to be more Starfy, because Monday usually... Yeah, Monday's usually Nick's got this room, so I'll be upstairs with more Starfy tomorrow. Then next Sunday, as usual, there will be more Metroid. Either Nick will be available and will continue doing Prime, or Nick will not be available and I'll move on to the speedrun for Super Metroid. But either way, thanks again, and see you next time. So, bye everyone.